Hey, freaks, Tim back here to introduce a best of show. Fear not, I will be back later today with a brand new episode. I'm just running a little behind. I had to go up to Ashtabula. It was an emergency Ashtabula trip. Lord Douche and I went up to Ashtabula and came back on the same day. That's like 10 hours of driving. I'm so old at this point. Just sitting in the car for 10 hours fucked me up. I woke up the next morning and I'm like, why can't I move my head? I was basically paralyzed. I'm like, what's going on with my neck and shoulders? I was like, oh yeah, it had to have been the car ride. And we took all 3 dogs with us on this trip. Was physically and emotionally draining. And then, did you guys ever do this? I sleep on my side, and sometimes, I think I'm pressing my head like this. I'm a side sleeper, and I think I'm putting too much weight and pressure on my eyeball when I'm sleeping on my side, because I wake up, and in addition to all my other problems today, my right eye was blurry. It took a long time for me to wait. Well, after I woke up and got going, after, 4 or 5 hours, my vision was okay again. All in all, it was not a great weekend for me. Not relaxing in the least. But I'm very excited to get back and do a Monday show for you. It's just going to take me an extra few hours. Until I'm fully functioning, enjoy this best of show. And I'll see you freaks later today.
Great, but you ought to try something new. Cause you got a spot in a place that's hot and it likes to be tickled too. I got a wad to drop on your loading dock, deliveries in the rear. So buddy, let's play while the wife's away. Let me get you another beer. Let me pop you in the pooper, buddy, until I hear you squeal. If it hurts at first, that'll pass, and then you'll see how good it feels. Well, doggy style, so get on your paws and turn around and deal. Yeah, pop you in the pooper, buddy. Let's see how good that feels.
Hey freaks, it's Thursday, July 14th, 2016. Coming up on the program today, a Thai prostitute lists out her specials of the day. Plus, bored, lonely, call the Dead Kid Party line. The Squirt Pillow Girl coined the word hella, and no more porn while enjoying your quarter pounder. All this was your voicemails today.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
I love the way your old cock feels inside me.
Yes, Tim Henson with you back for your Sideshow exclusive Thursday episode of DV. At the top of the program, you heard Jeff Stryker singing Pop You in the Pooper. Jeff Stryker, star of just tons and tons of gay porn. He then made the switch to straight porn, and then he died of AIDS, probably. I don't know where Jeff Stryker is today. Who knows what happens to sex workers when they retire? Someone should do a study. I would like to know, when you get out of porn, what the hell do you do with your life? I envision Jeff Stryker working at a, GM dealership, selling used cars, out in Arizona or something. And is sex worker are porn stars considered sex workers? I know prostitutes are, but do porn actors fit the legal description of sex worker? You would think, right? They're getting paid to have sex. The only difference is it's on film. I'm pretty sure, though, if you some porn actresses get offended when you call them sex workers. This is what I mean when I say everyone gets offended about everything. You know what? Let's check in with a real prostitute. She doesn't care if you call her a sex worker, a whore, a cum dumpster, nothing. Part of that is probably the language barrier. She is a Thai sex worker. Yes, honey, what do you have to say?
Hello, welcome. Have room, have condom, have KY. Good, take care, do everything. Fuck ass, fuck pussy. Suck your dick, lick your ball, lick your ass.
Oh, she's speaking English? This whole time, I just started getting it with the lick the balls and lick the ass. Let me rewind here. Yeah, go ahead.
Welcome, have room, have condom, have KY, good take care, do everything, fuck ass, fuck pussy, suck your dick, lick your ball, lick your ass, suck long way, good job, blow job, hand job, foot job, pussy job, ass job, fuck my ass, come in my mouth, fuck my mouth, come in my ass, fuck my ass, come in my face, look in my eye, thank you, welcome.
This sounds like when I call the Cuban-inspired diner to ask them what their specials are for the day. They refuse to post this information on their website or on Facebook. And so I know they're getting this call, 50 to 100 times a day, but for Christ's sakes, slow it down so I can understand. I can, they speak with an accent. I said, mofongo, could be red jelly, muchacha, could be the chili sauce. I'm like, what? Mofongo? What? Muchacha? I don't speak your jib-jab language. I'm just looking for an omelet. Thank you. Click. All right, I've got a couple of new, old 1980s commercials I ran across. Turbo. These aren't as fun as Turbo. Their subject matter is way more serious. First up, a hospital for drunkards.
I'll have it there at 2 o'clock.
All right, what we're looking at here, let me just explain. There's just a little setup involved. We're looking at a man in his parking lot, or in his driveway, looking at a smashed car, right? He's obviously been in an accident.
I'll have it there at 2 o'clock.
What happened, John?
I don't know, Dave. I was pretty juiced up.
I thought you quit drinking.
I'm trying. You see my white knuckles?
Obviously, he hasn't stopped drinking. His car is in shambles. Don't make the guy feel even worse. I just like the terminology they used. Yeah, I was really juiced up. You know me, I was sipping the sauce all night.
I don't know, Dave. I was pretty juiced up.
I thought you quit drinking.
I'm trying. You see my white knuckles?
Call Schick Hospital.
More lectures.
No, the people at Schick are different, and so is their treatment. It's medical, not just talk.
It sounds good, but a month off.
I'll try 10 days, plus a couple of 2-day follow-ups.
10 days and boom, you're no longer an alcoholic. So when the guy says it's medical, I'm guessing that means shock therapy? What can they possibly do for you in 10 days that would make you never want to take a sip of alcohol again?
I'll call Schick.
Schick has a #1 success rate. Counselors are standing by. Call now.
By the way, I looked up Schick Hospital. They're still around, they're still practicing, and they're still advertising their 10-day guarantee. Give us a week, you won't be a drunk ting. So, what's interesting is I looked up these people in their methods, right? They use aversion therapy to get you off the sauce. And for those of you that don't know what aversion therapy is, let's say, for instance, the example given is, you like to chew your fingernails, right? That's a bad habit you might have. Well, the idea behind aversion therapy is that you would put something underneath your fingernails that would taste really bad, like bitter. So every time you went to chew your fingers, you'd get that horrible taste in your mouth, and eventually you wouldn't want to bite your fingers. Same idea with alcohol addiction. Just put poison in a beer bottle. They'll think they're drinking beer, but every time they take a sip, what they're actually drinking is lye. It won't take long for them to associate alcohol with something bad. Primarily that's because their throat has been dissolved or something. No, they don't use lye. What they do is they use medication that mimics the effects of hangovers, right? So they're constantly feeling like they're suffering from a hangover, which is not a great feeling, and eventually the idea is they're not going to want to drink anymore because they associate the drinking with the horrible hangovers. That's how they can fix you up in 10 days flat. Who knows if that actually works in the long run? I have a feeling like it'll work for a week or a month or something, but then the cravings will come back. Here is the second 1980s ad I have for you. Honestly, I don't remember what this is for. Let's take a listen.
Emptiness, loneliness, a sense of feeling incomplete.
Oh my God, I need a drink! Good God, has there ever been a more depressing commercial? We're only like 2 seconds in. Oh, and what's even worse, so the camera, when it starts, it's zooming in on a toy bunny.
Emptiness.
Like, I think someone's child has died.
Loneliness. A sense of feeling incomplete.
Although, that's pretty much what I felt like growing up my entire childhood.
These are emotions common to the parent who has had a child die.
What the hell is this? We come out of an up-tempo goddamn Coca-Cola commercial, and now we gotta talk about someone's kid dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I want someone to use their fucking brain. All right, so what's great is there's, like, all these shots of children's toys and stuff. Like, there's one of those horsies that are on the spring that go up and down, but it's actually moving. It's like the child just got off of it to die.
Are you enduring the pain of such a tragedy?
It's a great tragedy.
It's a great tragedy.
And now we're looking at a swimming pool with like a little toy boat just floating aimlessly in there. Clean up. Let's get rid of the toys. You know, I mean, that if your kid died, why have all that stuff just laying around?
Passionate friends understand.
Passionate friends? Is this a dating ad? This is the creepiest fucking personals commercial I've ever heard. My child drowned off the shores of Lake Walton. My daughter was electrocuted by faulty wiring. Are you a parent who suddenly has a lot of free time? Call Passionate Friends. Hot, horny, and grieving adults want to talk to you. My 8-year-old was run over by a pickup truck, and I'm so wet. Passionate Friends, where you know you already share something in common. My little Alicia fell out of the crib. Out the window. Onto my grill on the patio. 6.5 inches cut. Just looking for some fun. Passionate Friends. The ultimate icebreaker. Danny was 5 years old when he was diagnosed with leukemia. 6 months later, he was gone. That's when I turned his room into an S&M dungeon, and I know you need to be spanked. You've been bad. Let Mistress Chemo give you your punishment. Passionate Friends. And don't forget about our sister service, Abortion Buddies. Is she moaning or is she crying? Find out. Passionate Friends. All right, let me rewind this commercial here because I'm pretty sure it's not Passionate Friends.
Child die. Are you enduring the pain of such a tragedy?
Your kid is dead.
The compassionate friends...
Compassionate Friends. I cut off the cum. That's ironic because talking about dead babies makes me ejaculate real quick.
Understand. We have been there. Made up of parents who have had a child die.
Ugh.
We will listen, cry with you, and understand.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Those
Call
meetings.
us. We know the pain. We really care.
Now, just like the alcohol commercial, these, Compassionate Friends still exist, and they've got a large presence on YouTube. So if you want to hear about people grieving over their dead child, I've got the YouTube channel for you.
We were told that our daughter had died in the car accident.
Hold on. Let's use the appropriate music.
When we were told that our daughter had died in the car accident, people are different. My wife and I are very different.
She likes group play. I like one-on-one stuff. Passionate Friends. I just thought those were kind of interesting commercials from the 80s. Hey, guess who's back and dumber than ever? Rain Florence. If it's hippie in nature or retarded, it's something that Rain Florence is into. Here she is talking about foreskin restoration. She's actually starting a new business. Virtual dick consultations.
Rain Florence, welcome to my channel. Bad news. Bad news. My husband ordered a foreskin restoration device.
I'm so sorry.
To be
that's not the bad news?
Delivered here in Ecuador. And Quito, Ecuador Customs confiscated it.
It's confiscated, not confiscated.
So we have been tracking it. It has a tracking number on it. And Quito Customs is holding it. So
I'm probably like, what the? They probably think it's a torture device or a weapon of mass destruction.
Yes, we're not going to be able to get the foreskin restoration device. So we are really upset about that because...
I bet they are. I bet they're devastated.
Let's just face it. Everybody every man deserves the right to restore his foreskin if he wants to. You know, to restore his birthright. Every male baby is born with a foreskin, and they have a right to keep that.
Where the hell they live in Ecuador? Just hang a couple fucking coconuts from your shaft. You know, isn't that what foreskin restoration is? It's just like hanging weights, you know, to grow out your shaft skin.
It's taken away. Everybody should have a right to restore that. And thank goodness, due to the skin's amazing ability to create new cells, you can restore your foreskin without surgery. A technique called tugging can allow you to...
We've talked about this on the show before.
Regrow your foreskin. And if you saw my previous video...
Oh, the one where your 12-year-old is latched onto your tit? Because that's all I see in your video history there. It's either the kid clamped onto your tit, or the kid isn't around and you're trying to convince us that he's not autistic. We all know he is. You know, the thing that drives me crazy about Rain Florence, there's a lot of things, but the main thing is, in each of her video thumbnails, like when you go to YouTube, like the thumbnail is always like her and her big fat old titties hanging out, or her doing something, you know, seductive. She tries to play it off in her videos like she's all pure and innocent, you know, and she just wants the best for her kids and her family, you know, and she's kind of a hippie and whatever. But she knows exactly what she's doing, you know, because it's like the thumbnails are always like her, you know, eating a banana but like deep throating it while she's like holding her left tit up into the camera and stuff. Like she knows how to get the views.
And if you saw my previous video, I was offering foreskin restoration counseling.
Like, she has no business counseling anyone about anything.
Wow. I was blown away by the response. There was just so many people.
It's all horny guys wanting to talk about their cocks to you. Of course you're going to get a huge response. Because people see the thumbnail video, they see your tits, all these guys look jerking off.
People writing me that I couldn't get through every email. So what I have decided, I'm going to have to charge $50 for this service, for my time emailing you back and forth, consulting with you, giving you advice on which type of device to buy, around how long it's going to take.
Who doesn't know how to use Google?
How long you'll wear it, any questions you have.
And how would she know anything about it? Right, her husband's not even tugging because, you know, their tugging device is stuck in Ecuador customs.
Answer all that. I've done research over the last 3 years.
So she Google searched it, so you don't have to. Ting! All right, thank you, Rain. If you're interested in tugging and foreskin restoration, get in contact with her. And finally, before we get into the news today, remember the squirt pillow girl? That ain't pee, that's squirt. Her name is Babe. Babe25, I think, is her username. And she was very active on the website Stickam. Stickam, S-T-I-C-K-A-M. It's a service that no longer exists, and I'm desperately trying to track down where she's went to, right? Because I want to find more videos of her. So I managed to find one. This was posted about a year ago, and it's not as disgusting. I mean, unless you look at her, because she's kind of jacked up in the face. But it's not like the squirt pillow video where she's showing us her, like, yellowed pillow where she, you know, comes on. But this just gives you an idea of how dumb she is. In this video, she claims to have invented the word hella, as in, I'm hella hungry, you know?
Well, I invented the word hella when my papa died. And
did you call Compassionate Friends? Sounds like you need to talk to someone.
I was like 14 when he died. My mama called and said, your papa, like, died of a heart attack in his sleep. And I was like, hella no, he did not.
And that's the birth of Hella. Out of tragedy comes genius.
She's like, yeah, he did. And I was like,
oh, okay.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I was hella drunk that day.
Hell yeah. What else are you going to do when your peepaw dies or whatever? All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. Thank you guys so much for being Sideshow members. I could not do this show without you. If you'd like to upgrade your account to a lifetime one, just email me, show@distortedview.com. If you'd like to pledge a few bucks on our Patreon account, you know the drill, patreon.com/distortedview. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. 3 quick stories. Now, I can't believe this has happened again. 6-7 years ago it happened, and I was like, well, this is a fluke. It involved 2 extremely dumb, middle school aged girls. Surely something like this would never happen again. Well, the story comes from St. Louis. Friends and co-workers on Tuesday mourned the loss of 2 women who were struck and killed by an Amtrak train Monday night as they sat on the goddamn railroad tracks. Here's the thing. In the original story that I read many, many years ago, these were young girls. They were sunbathing on the train tracks, right? It's a very dumb thing to do. But they fell asleep, all right? It sort of makes sense, or I can understand why the train hit them. These 2 ladies were just gabbing away, oblivious to the fact a goddamn passenger train was barreling towards them. I wanted to do an insensitive reenactment, but it's the same thing as the last time. Except they're probably not talking about the Jonas Brothers. They were talking about their asshole co-workers. Jan from Accounts Receivable is such a cunt. And do you see the way she dresses? Slut! Bam! I'm sorry. Karma may have been in play here. All right. Olivia Morris, 20. So she's still kind of young. And who was the other bitch? I'm sorry. Jacqueline Landau, also 20, were pronounced dead at the scene at around 11:30 p.m. on Monday. Police said the women were sitting on the tracks near where they must have been drinking, right? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's sort of a plausible explanation. They were sitting near the Kings Highway passes over the tracks when they were hit. The area is south of Manchester Avenue. It wasn't clear why the women were on the tracks. They were struck by train number 316. Isn't that like those people that hold up the signs, John 316, which was coming from Kansas City and was within 4 miles of its stop at the downtown St. Louis Amtrak station. They were hit in an area that's known as a quiet zone. Oh, so they were struck in the head, apparently. Oh, no, is that not what that means? Nothing was going on upstairs there. All right, they were struck in the quiet zone, where trains do not normally sound their horns at crossings. Quote, but our engineers can and will blow the horn if someone is close to the tracks, said Amtrak spokesman Mark Maglari. He couldn't confirm whether or not the horn was sounded before the 2 women were killed, and now that's part of the police investigation. None of the 17 passengers and 4 crew members on board were injured, and the train was not damaged. The train was delayed for several hours at the accident site as police investigated. The 2 women worked at the downtown Roosters restaurant. Okay, so they weren't like particle physicists or something. They were restaurant employees. I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad to work at the restaurant, but, you know, whatever. Owner Dave Bailey called both of the women outstanding, but declined to comment further as the tight-knit family formed in the restaurant mourned. I don't like the way that sentence read, or specifically how I read that sentence. Brennan Cash, a friend of Mayer's, how am I pronouncing that name again? Used to work with her at Roosters. He didn't know Landau well, but he said that he spent a lot of time with Maris. The 2 made videos of her singing cover songs and Cash playing the guitar. Oh no, I've got a clip here of them singing. Now, if she is awful, and we can consider her a Linda Finkel Hall of Fame nominee, that would really be something, huh? I think that would be the first time in Distorted View history that someone killed in a story that I'm reading about is also, a featured Hall of Famer. Let's see what we got here. God, this is so sad. Yet I'm just like, let's see if she's a horrible singer.
The arms give me out just as you.
actually pretty good, right? She hit those high notes as the train was smashing into her. She was, Jesus Christ, I'm a monster, I'm sorry. She was really into music, Cash recalled. Everybody always told her she should do something with singing. She was really good. The whistles go woo woo! Oh, I'm sorry. Next story we have for you. Oh my God, I don't believe this. Holy mother of shit. A woman has died after a passing train. This is not a repeat from 3 minutes ago. A woman has died after a passing train decapitated her while having sex on a railway line. Sounds like she was making beautiful music, too. The woman who was on top, it's an important detail for this news story. Just so you know, she was riding cowgirl. The woman who was on top is believed to have looked up after hearing the train approaching. This story is infinitely funnier than the first one. She was killed in Ulan-Ude, Siberia, where the accident happened. It would be weird if the accident happened in, like, Utah, yet she died in Siberia. That's how far her head was flung. According to Russian news agency Pravda, the woman and her partner were both homeless. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to feel too bad, guys. It's not like they worked at Roosters. And were drunk at the time of the accident. In recent times, there have been a number of incidents near the tracks. You're telling me. A man's leg was cut off and his body was found 4 days later. Earlier this week, a mother was hit alongside her 2 young children. Did the mother live? Because I've got a phone number you should call. Passionate friends. I'm looking to be a Russian bride. Okay. Earlier this week, a mother was hit along with her 2 young children, aged 1 and 2. The younger one died at the scene, while the mother, and 2-year-old are in critical condition. Well, see, there you go. That story has a happy ending. Final story we have for you today. Oh, this is another sad one. McDonald's has stopped allowing customers to use their restaurant's free Wi-Fi to view porn. I'm sorry, I thought we lived in fucking America. Land of the free. Home of the double vaginal, double anal. I'm sorry, McDouble Anal. All right, the world's largest restaurant company made the move after an internet safety advocacy group pressured it for 2 years to block the X-rated stuff. I do like how McDonald's kind of stood their ground for 2 years. I don't like that they crumbled, but 2 years, I mean, that's quite a fight. McDonald's now joins Panera Bread. By the way, Panera also blocks Distorted View Daily. Well, the Distorted View website. I don't know if they block the iTunes. You know, I did find this out, though. If you guys are a part of a organization, maybe you work for a company or you're in a store or something trying to access Distorted View, and you find that DV is blocked, here's how you get around it. At least it worked for me at Micro Center here in Columbus. You just go to https://www.distortedview.com. Go the secure route. They haven't blocked that yet. All right, anyway, McDonald's now joins Panera Bread, fuck you Panera, Subway, and Chick-fil-A as chains that block customers from using free Wi-Fi to view porn. I wonder where Starbucks is at on that issue. We discovered that corporate America is not aware of how some people use their free Wi-Fi, said Donna Rice Hughes, the group's chief executive. Enough is enough. That's the name of an organization. It launched in 1994. They've played a key role in the passage of internet safety legislation, according to its website. Fuck enough is enough. Enough with enough is enough. That's the organization I'm creating. Enough is enough is enough. It hasn't had success with every arena. Oh, look at this. Starbucks, for example, does not filter its free Wi-Fi. You know what? I'll gladly pay $5 for a cup of coffee if it means I can watch porn on my iPad in Starbucks. I mean, isn't that great? These people always coming down on me for going to Starbucks every day. They're not censoring anything. They're letting me, as an American, view whatever kind of content I want on their Wi-Fi. Great company, that Starbucks. Starbucks, for example, does not filter its free Wi-Fi, Rice Hughes said. I've asked Starbucks employees whether they've had problems with customers in the stores watching porn, and they've said yes, that they sometimes have to tap customers on the shoulder to close a website. Enough is Enough's campaign includes ending free Wi-Fi access to porn in public places like shopping malls, restaurants, stadiums, hotel lobbies, and airplanes. Rice Hughes is not a stranger to the public spotlight. In 1988, the former beauty pageant winner, she had a suspected affair with Democratic presidential candidate Senator Gary Hart, which ended his White House campaign. So she's having an affair with a married man, and yet she's telling me where I can view my porn. You know what? In August, at the height of the Subway, Jared Fogle child porn scandal, Rice Hughes sent a letter to the chain's president advising her to counter the bad press by blocking access to porn. So that's how Subway blocked porn, because they were freaked out over the whole Jared thing. God damn it. Seriously, though, okay, I'm kind of making fun of, watching porn at Subway or Starbucks or whatever. But think about this, though. You guys should really be concerned, because when they block the porn sites, they don't just block the porn sites. They block other, mildly questionable content like DistortedView.com. Is DistortedView.com a porn site? No. There's nothing. On DistortedView.com, I'm always very careful. There's not even tits in view, all right? There may be some words. I may use some colorful language, but there's never any X-rated content. Audio-wise is a different story. But no one plays audio out loud. They have their headphones. No, it's ridiculous. Okay. Wednesday, Subway, in an email to the New York Post, said its restaurants with Wi-Fi do filter non-family-friendly content. Rice Hughes made a similar plea to Starbucks after the Seattle chain implemented a Wi-Fi filter in its UK stores. Starbucks has yet to reply to the group. New York City had run into similar problems with teenagers accessing porn via its 180 free Wi-Fi hotspots. The city's vendor, Link NYC, has since added a porn filter. So Rice Hughes' campaign is working. God damn her. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Thursday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. Love to hear from you. Many ways to keep in contact with DV. You can find me at Distorted View on Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/Distorted View Show on Facebook. And, of course, our voicemail line, 206-666-4463. Let's check in with some freaks calling into that line right now.
Órale, vato. Simón, Spiral Hand Fucker. You're so stupid. Hey, boo. So I can't make it through a fucking day with between NPR and YouTube and Channel 5 News without hearing the word racist. Oh, the other one is Grand Theft. I do the Grand Theft Online. Dude, I can't get through a fucking day without hearing the word racist. That's racist. That's racist, Can you hand me the black crayon? Oh, you fucking racist. Boo, come on, capitalize. Let's take the sting out of this nigger thing. Help me.
You need to talk to that guy, Face What's Ahead, where he's like, his middle name is Super Nigger. Or that's his last name, David Super Nigger. He's trying to destigmatize the N-word, get people to use that more.
Hey, friend.
Oh.
This is a long-time listener calling in. Sorry, I'm a little drunk right now, so I hope I don't ramble on. I just wanted to know, what happened to the original Fat Man? I'm a little behind on shows and everything. I kind of fell out of touch for a while.
Yeah, he, as of 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that, he does this thing where he'll come out of retirement and plug, he's got a Minecraft server or something. They'll be like, hey, folks, come play my Minecraft server. Or, he sets up an IRC server, or some dumb game, right? Come play blackjack on my server with me. Then an hour later, he'll get on and make another video. I shut down the server. I'm retired. Goodbye and have a nice life. And then you don't hear from him for a couple weeks. So he's still kind of active. Which means, he's alive, which is good. But he doesn't really produce any funny content that is Distorted View worthy. But maybe I'll do a search for him, see if he's posted anything in the last few months.
Hey, Tim. Critical Madness here. Lifetime member, fellow Columbus area freak. it's Monday the 20th, and you were just playing the audio of the guy who had, or talking about the guy that had, half of his brain removed, so he kind of looked like Zippy the Pinhead, and, he got his freebie welfare benefits reduced because he was able to use one side of his body.
Yeah.
And you were talking about possible jobs, and you said something about, HVAC work because he could stick his head in small areas. Might I recommend or bring up, that there's already a very well-established profession for people like this guy. Might I recommend sorting glass? I hear that it works out quite well, and that with enough repetition, I could do it all by myself.
That's true.
So,
all right.
Anyway, Juggu.
I was just trying to find things that he particularly would be well-suited for, and with that tiny little head of his. I mean, any retard could sort glass.
Hey, Tim, Sam from Maryland here. So 2 things. First, so I'm in Baltimore, and it being Baltimore, we have tons of bodegas with all sorts of random black people sodas. So you're the soda guy. Have you ever had almond soda, like almond the nut?
No, although I did see it at World Market. They have different weird flavors. I think like toffee flavored, and I think almond was one of them.
It's weird.
Or
shit.
hazelnut.
Secondly, so you started asking for Patreon shit. You realize this is your first step on your descent down to being a cam whore? Just say it.
You're right. I'll show you my tits for $10.
Good, Tim. It's Rob from Cleveland. Hey, I'm listening to your show, and I forget what date. I'm a little behind, so I'm listening to some new ones, listening to some old ones. And you usually rant about things that you don't like, or it just common occurrences, stuff going on in your life that you don't like. But it has occurred to me, out of the 10-plus years that I've listened to this show, there is one thing that grinded your gears more than anything else. Do you remember what it is?
Was it Chipotle when they went down from giving 4 crispy tacos to 3? Because that really bugged the fuck out of me. I still think about that.
Do you get any idea? I do. Because you talked about it. You haven't talked about it in a while, but you brought it up, and you were just absolutely disgusted by it. You remember a few years ago, there was an infomercial, or maybe a commercial, for like those ketchup and mustard, like monster faces. You attach it to the bottle of ketchup, and like you squeeze through the face, and it looks like, oh, it's shooting snot ketchup, stuff like that. You melted down when those came out.
Really? I don't even remember that. Like, when you're telling me what it is, and I still can't figure out what it is that I was upset about.
And you made it out like the worst thing known to man. Why this came up in my head, I have no idea. No clue. It's just you were ranting about something, and I'm like, oh, well, that's nothing compared to like these stupid ketchup sweet top things. But anyway.
So it was like a topper, and it was like a face, right? And then when you'd squeeze it, it looked like he was blowing his nose. Or so, I have to find that commercial. I'm guessing what happened was I was in a really bad mood that day, and any little thing set me off.
Hey, Boo, it's the Decoy Jew. You were just complaining about the whole LGBTQ thing, how it has 17 letters in it because of Q standing for questioning, which you think doesn't even deserve to be in there.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I have good news for you. It's not. The Q actually stands for queer, and it's because if you listed out all the different fucking things that you could be, there probably would be like 17 more.
So queer is like a catch-all?
But there's actually 5. LGBTQ is 5 letters, so...
but there's another one where it's like I and A, intersex. And
not so bad.
I've seen the acronym way longer than just 5 letters.
As you initially feared, Chagoo.
And I do feel like, I think maybe the Q was for questioning originally, and maybe they changed it at some point. This acronym is very fluid. One more reason I hate it. All right, that is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-66. Oh, God, isn't it? Oh, God.
I don't know, Dave. I was pretty juiced up.
Spread the distortion. STD. Tell all your friends about the show. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. I will see you back tomorrow to end the week with the Friday program. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
Oh my God, yes, 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 here we go again. No, thank you so much.
This has been another excellent podcast from the Scribe Media Group. Learn more at scribe.net.